This is Nightline. Tonight, Camp Throuple.
Who's sleeping in the middle again?
Was I in the middle last night? No, you were definitely not in the middle last night.
I was in the middle.
Meet the couple who became a threesome and say, for them, 3 is the way to be.
It was really easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're both extremely attractive, so that was really cool.
Part of the wave of couples choosing polyamory, even getting the reality treatment in TLC's Polyfamily.
We realized we could love more than one person and make our own rules.
And the funny way they decide who sleeps in the middle. Plus, Zara Larsson, one-on-one with the red-hot recording artist, the Swedish singer with more than 16 billion streams. Grammy Award nominated for Midnight Sun, rocketing to summer anthem status, and what she says about her legions of fans aligning the star with one of her greatest idols.
They're calling you, actually, Beyonce Jr. I didn't say it.
From ABC News headquarters in New York, this is Nightline. Thanks for joining us. Tonight, meet the couple who fell in love with the same person and became a throuple in and out of the bedroom, part of a wave of partners diving into polyamory and not looking back.
It's funny how we try and talk with big in our mouth. Well, we normally do talk.
In many ways, Kevin Jankay, Alana Underwood, and Megan Smith's routine looks like many other monogamous couples. But then there are moments that belong only to them.
Who's sleeping in the middle again?
Was I in the middle last night? No, you were definitely not in the middle last night.
I was in the middle.
I felt like I was in the middle.
The 3 are in a polyamorous relationship. They decided to share their story on social media.
Thank you.
Using the handle Camp Throuple to help others navigating the lifestyle. And they say to fight some of the common misconceptions around non-monogamy.
All right, guys, a little past 6, and it's time to hit the gym.
Let's go.
Let's go.
What do you think Alana's doing right now?
Sleepy?
Probably.
Good morning. It is bright and early here in the Camp Throuple household.
There is this misconception that Kevin is, well, one, that we're polygamist, but also that, you know, I followed Kevin because he wanted to have multiple girlfriends, and like, it's not really, people don't see my journey in it if they don't know the whole story.
More and more people are exploring whether non-monogamy might work for them. A recent study shows 51% of adults younger than 30 think an open marriage is acceptable. From singer Neo opening up about his life with multiple girlfriends, what made you decide to go public with it?
I don't have anything to hide, you know, because I'm not ashamed of anything that I'm doing.
We're only dating within ourselves.
To shows like TLC's Polyfamily, exploring the lives of 2 married couples who also date each other and raise a family together.
We realized we could love more than one person and make our own rules.
Other celebrities like Younger's Nico Tortorella talking about his poly situation on Call Her Daddy.
How did you and Bethany first discuss transitioning to a polyamorous relationship?
We had group sex like pretty early.
I will be your rock finder.
You like that one? I like that. Okay, all right.
Kevin, Alana, and Megan have been together for nearly 6 years, living together for 5.
So Kevin and I started dating back in 2017. We were together for about 3 years, and I told him that I thought I might be bisexual and I really wanted to explore that part of my sexuality, and I wanted to do that together, and he was on board.
I wasn't afraid. Like, I was excited for her to kind of go down that road, and I thought it was cool that she wanted me to go along with her. There were definitely a few fear narratives of like, well, is she like maybe just fully lesbian, and like, is she gonna leave me like a Friends, like Ross Geller kind of thing?
To hell with her, she left me.
And you never knew she was a lesbian.
She didn't know. How should I know?
But ultimately, like, I love the individual that Alana is. I love our relationship because we both want to be in this. It's not like we have to. And like, I want the best for her. I love her.
And so we went onto an app, and that's where we met Megan.
Hello.
Megan was married at the time, and in the peak of the pandemic, the 2 couples started dating each other. But soon, Megan's marriage ended, And she was drawn back to her connection with Kevin and Alana.
It was really easy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they're both extremely attractive, so that was really cool. That was a good first impression.
Likewise.
I had never dated a woman, and so it was my first time, and I was pretty nervous.
She was so nervous.
But you made it easy. You did.
You did great, babe.
Alana and Kevin quickly realized they were both falling for Megan, and both said, "I love you" to her the same weekend.
When we decided to form this relationship, Alana and I had a conversation about, okay, our relationship with the just two of us is gonna end, and we're gonna start a new relationship with the three of us. Megan isn't less of a partner to me compared to Alana. Like, we're all equals, if that makes sense.
Polyamory is still really taboo. There's a fascination around it. It's sensational in a way.
Carly Shortino is a sex and relationship columnist who's covered diversity among non-monogamous communities.
Non-monogamy is an umbrella term for any relationship where the people involved decide that it's okay to have sexual or romantic relationships with more than one person. And then under that umbrella term, there are many different ways that people can do non-monogamy. For example, polyamory. Polyamory is when people decide to have multiple committed romantic relationships with more than one person. And then an open relationship is when one couple decides that they are romantically exclusive to each other, but that they're open to more casual sexual encounters with other people. And then we have swingers, and swingers are when a couple decides to have casual sexual encounters together, usually at a sex party or some kind of group event.
I'm actually going to be here for a while, Steph.
Back in Colorado, this throuple says they've had to learn how to navigate all of the normal things that come up in relationships, like arguments.
So that is something that we discussed, where it's like, okay, if two people are arguing, even if you have an opinion where you would side with one person, kind of stay out of it unless you're asked to be involved.
But we do always try, like if two of us are in some sort of an argument or disagreement, say if, because I'm gone at work or if Megan's at the store and it happens, we always try to let the third person know what's going on.
Finances.
I'm so glad we moved here.
Right? Look at this. I mean, all the time.
Would you move back to California now? Yeah, we split all of our finances pretty much equally between us. I think Kevin handles like a couple extra ones just because he's a sweet fella. Thanks, babe.
And sex.
Yeah, intimacy with us. In the beginning, we had agreed that it would only be the three of us if we were going to be intimate, just until everyone kind of got comfortable. Especially like, you know, Alana had never shared a partner before and they were in a committed relationship.
Nor had Kevin.
He hadn't either. So we decided to only be all three. Now we've gotten to a point where we're comfortable one-on-one. Thanks, babe. If two of us are going to be intimate and the other person is, say, present, they're always welcome.
It's like a sort of open door policy within the three of us. If we are all home, then everyone is welcome to partake, but you know, consent is important, so you do not have to.
They say the relationship feels complete to them, and they wouldn't want to add in others.
If any of us felt like we wanted to date outside of this relationship, that actually would probably be a deal breaker for us. Just because of, I don't know, the relationship that we've built with each other, it wouldn't make sense.
On the outside, it looks like it all just works. But it hasn't been a completely easy road. There's scrutiny from strangers.
We understand that there's going to be looks if we kiss each other, or we're holding hands, or we switch seats when one person goes to the bathroom. That's just
at a restaurant.
At a restaurant.
That's actually kind of fun to do. And you'll kind of notice the other tables being like, is he cheating on that one with that one? Like you can tell their minds are just like racing and don't understand what's happening.
But hey, we just give them conversation to have at their dinner when they get home that night, you know? That's all it is.
Yeah.
They say this is harder than any monogamous relationship they've been in, but to them, it's worth it.
I think a lot of people sexualize polyamory and think that we're just like getting it on all the time. That's all we do. But like, we are pretty normal people. We're just normal, everyday people who just happen to fall in love with two others rather than one.
We're leading with love and just kind of letting everything else fall where it does.
Who says three's a crowd? When we come back, we're one-on-one with Zara Larsson, how the dance pop star with more than 16 billion streams found herself in what she called her flop era, and how she got out.
You just have to let it come out and honor the vibes of who you are.
Welcome back. You know, it's almost hard to believe, but after nearly 2 decades on stage, billions of streams, and a Grammy nomination for the catchy summer anthem, Midnight Sun, Swedish pop sensation Zara Larsson says her time in the spotlight has come with some hard-won lessons. Here's ABC's Morgan Norwood with another look.
Hi! I was gonna say, where are the rhinestones? Because you are known for the rhinestones.
I know.
We decided to do the everyday version of what I do on stage. So we always start, let's do a little natural. I think by the end of the day, I'll be in full drag.
Zara Larsson. She's the spellbinding soprano with more than 16 billion streams worldwide, with hits like 2015's Lush Life and Symphony with Clean Bandit.
I just wanna be part of your
Slaying the VMA's red carpet last year, nominated for Best Choreography for Pretty Ugly. Viral dance videos reaching millions, like in Amsterdam, Zara inviting a young fan on stage.
So I was like, you know the dance? All right, come show me, come show me. And then she killed it.
A blonde bombshell with the voice and moves to match. Her fervent fans drawing comparisons to one of her greatest idols.
They're calling you, actually, Beyonce Jr. How does that sit with you? I'm scared. I am such a Beyonce fan. Like, I love that people can see the influence because I go on stage and I have fun and I give my all. But I didn't say it.
We met up with Zara at Sony's recording studios in New York.
I feel like this album is really the project where I started to come into me being a writer. And I'm nominated for a Grammy, like.
That project landing the 28-year-old Swedish-born singer her very first Grammy nomination for Best Dance Pop Recording, Midnight Sun.
How does it feel? Tell me all the things. It feels really, really fun to be recognized by the people who are in the arena, essentially. That feels really beautiful and big.
What makes this so different from your previous projects?
Just my involvement in it. Like, I started out so young, so all I knew I wanted to do was just like, give me the mic, put me on a stage, and I will give you a show.
Born and raised in Stockholm. In 2008, Zara making her TV debut Until Long, a Swedish talent show, belting Whitney Houston's greatest love of all.
Let's take a look at this 10-year-old Zara.
Oh, perfect. I remember being so nervous, but also so excited. I just couldn't wait to get on stage and just to be like an artist.
Becoming the competition's youngest winner to this day.
Zara Larsson!
Setting off a global pop star story. Collecting her first multi-platinum hit with Never Forget You.
I will never forget you. You always be by my side.
When I released my first album, which was 5 years after the talent show, I remember feeling so much pressure of like having to live up to that success.
And by her late teens, Zara enters a world many new artists struggle to survive, filled with public opinion, image, and expectation.
You know, I have like 3 songs with over 1 billion streams. They know the songs, but they don't necessarily know me. I've had like success and then my flop era. And then it's like, well, okay, like I flopped.
She calls that period her, quote, flop era, not because her music failed, but because she says she felt invisible.
That first flop.
Yeah.
How did it feel?
What makes people break, it's not the hate. It's the fact that you are being completely ignored. It kind of sucks. It's like, oh, I thought I was good, but now people aren't seeing that. Does that mean I'm not good?
Her struggle paired with powerful hindsight.
I just felt like I didn't know what I wanted to do. The project didn't start from here.
What part of yourself do you think you lost in trying to fit into what a pop star was supposed to be like?
I just hadn't found my confidence in my voice. You just have to let it come out and honor the vibes of who you are. And you can only do that when you surround yourself with people who understands you.
Do you think that you weren't able to have that maybe coming up in the industry?
I just didn't know. Being 16 and being in the studio with like 45-year-old men, like it's me and 5 other dudes, it's just very hard to feel like we are relating to each other. And now I always want to have at least one more girl in the room. Honestly, this whole album was made with like the girls and the gays. People my age, people I relate to. I don't have to like explain what it is that I want to say. They just know.
Now, she's in full control, headlining her own world tour.
Your tour has kicked off with an all-women team.
Mm-hmm.
Why was that important to you?
I think it's really important to represent like what it is that I stand for. Backstage, the people who are running everything, there isn't as many girls there. A lot of the women just have to be like, you know, twice as good.
What is the next era of Zara?
I want to stay in this world for a moment. I'm not really ready to let go of the Midnight Sun era. This is me. Like, this is who I am.
Bravo. Our thanks to Morgan. And when we come back, remembering screen legend and Jurassic Park star Sam Neill and what he said about this famous scene. Finally tonight, remembering veteran screen actor Sam Neill. His presence as large as the dinosaurs he battled in Jurassic Park.
This is the most beautiful thing I ever saw.
With that famous scene where he takes off his sunglasses after seeing a dinosaur for the first time.
If you're going to see something extremely startling for the first time in your life, you want your face to be visual instead of, you know, hidden behind the wayfarers.
Neill would star with Sean Connery in The Hunt for Red October.
Actually, I think I will need 2 wives.
Oh, at least.
Then find a whole new generation of fans in Peaky Blinders.
You made your point. Good night, Mr. Shelby.
Revealing earlier this year he was cancer-free after a long battle with blood cancer. Overnight, his family posting he died surrounded by loved ones. Sam Neill was 78. He'll be missed. That's Nightline. See you right back here tomorrow, same time. Thanks for staying up with us. Good night, America.